Okay, sing a song, bhajan.
कदम कदम लेते हुए तेरी याद आती है, कदम कदम लेते हुए तेरी याद आती है, जहां भी देखो वहां भी तो तू ही तू ही, जहां भी देखो वहां भी तो तू ही तू ही। ओ हो गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो, गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो। ब्रह्मा विष्णु गणेश गोविंद अल्लाह बुद्धा महेश्वर, ब्रह्मा विष्णु गणेश गोविंद अल्लाह बुद्धा महेश्वर, आप ही सबके स्वरूप हो, आप ही सबके स्वरूप हो, गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो, गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो। आपके रोशनी से हम चलते हैं, आपके रोशनी से हम चलते हैं, और आपके प्यार से हम सब जीते हैं, और आपके प्यार से हम सब जीते हैं। ओहो गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो, गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो। प्यार से जो पकड़ लिया पर छोड़ना नहीं, प्यार से जो पकड़ लिया पर छोड़ना नहीं। ओ हो गुरुदेव आप ही तो अवतार हो, गुरुदेव आप ही तो भगवान हो, भगवान हो।
Hari Om. Sharadama.
Hari Om, uncle.
Yeah.
Sure, uncle. जय सुगंधिनी त्रिपुर सुंदरी, जय महेश्वरी जय जनप्रिये, जय सुनादिनी जगत्पराम्बिके, महिषमर्दिनी देवी माश्रये। शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी। आदिपराशक्ति अम्ब बालिके, हरि मनोहरी हारभूषणी, अयि सुभाषिनी आदिनायकी, जय महालक्ष्मी देवी माश्रये। शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी। शशिकलाधरी शारदाम्बिके, सर्वरूपिणी हंसवाहिनी, ब्रह्मवर्धिनी पुस्तकधारिणी, जय सरस्वती देवी माश्रये। शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, देवी शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी।
You. Hitesh, one more.
परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा, जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी देवी जगदम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी देवी जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी देवी जगदम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी देवी जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा
Shardama, one more.
Your uncle. आनंदमे राम नाम में आनंदमे श्री राम नाम में अद्भुत में राम गीत में अद्भुत में राम गीत में अखंड में ज्योतिर्मय में अखंड में ज्योतिर्मय में सुंदर में राम रूप में सुंदर में श्री राम रूप में राम 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 पावन में राम पद में पावन में श्री राम पद में अजेय में राम बाण में अजेय में श्री राम बाण में अपूर्व में रामचरित में अपूर्व में रामचरित में अनन्य में नाम स्मरण में अनन्य में राम नाम स्मरण में राम 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 हरि ओम
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Okay. Om. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. So, the whole world is a combination of something essential, something supporting. You cannot see even space if there is no earth and sky, because of these two conditionings, earth and the sky, you can see space. If the earth is not there, sky is not there, you can't see space. Similarly, if you want to see air, you need a balloon or a tube. You can't see air by itself. Water, also you need a container. Without a container, you cannot see water too. So even God, without a container, you can't see him. So he, in all his compassion for us to see him, comes in names and forms. But in every case, we have lost our priority in the secondary than the primary, including God. And therefore, we experience inadequacy, insecurity, death. You and I are also contained by the body, by the mind, by the intellect. But we are not, neither the body, nor the mind, nor the intellect. Who are we? Without us, the body, mind, intellect cannot function. We can function without them. Like in sleep, we are not conscious of the body, mind, and intellect. But we still exist and experience bliss. We still exist and experience bliss. So to bring this state of sleep into waking, wherein you are aware of your real being, bereft of the conditionings that take away your nature of immortality, your nature of bliss, all that is covered by non-essentials, by our preoccupation of the non-essentials. All our thoughts are because of our believing that we are the body, we are the mind, we are the intellect. We have a body, we have a mind, we have an intellect. What we have is not me. I have a house, I have a car, I have a dog, not me. Right? So, to know this me and to live as in that dimension and to play with the external world is spirituality. Gurudev says, inside Rama, outside drama. Right? That's spirituality. So, last week I said, everything is primary, secondary. Secondary is apara, primary is para. Apara being finite, you have to gain through effort. Para being infinite means everywhere, so it only has to be known. The results of apara is called abhyudaya, progressive. The results of para is called nishreyasa. Nishreyasa. So that
One second, uncle. Let me write this down properly.
Ji,
Yeah. And
okay,
Okay.
I'm not.
yeah.
You were saying something?
No, I just wanted a little bit of a pause to write that word down. I got it. Now we can continue.
No, I'm
We can
not able-
continue. We can
Okay.
continue, uncle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this results of apara vidya or anything apara is for living, is abhyudaya. For living, to maintain your body, your spiritual knowledge cannot help. You have to procure food and eat. But for your own self, the life, it doesn't need anything. It got encaged into this container because without a container, you cannot have the contained. So we got mixed up with this. To separate ourselves from this mix up is called religion. Is called religion. Religare. Religare means trace back to your origin. Trace back to your origin. So that is religion. What is there in the religion? We have 4 dimensions: the body, the mind, the intellect, and the life or the consciousness, 4 dimensions. In that, body is inert. It by itself can neither improve nor decrease. Spirit is eternal, changeless. Therefore, if at all you can do something in religion, it is with the mind and intellect. Presently, the mind and intellect is extrovert. It sees all objects, it gets obsessed with names and forms, and therefore experience their nature, the finite, mortal, painful life. So, the Shastra says, Gurudev's sentence is beautiful. You are not lost in a dream. You are dreaming, you are lost. You are not lost in a dream. You are dreaming, you are lost. We have to wake up from this dream. We have to wake up from this dream. That is the call of spirituality, great compassionate masters. They say that you are essentially infinite, immortal, blissful. You can, if you can by inference understand this from your state of sleep, where you were disassociated with the body, mind, and intellect. You experienced bliss. You did not experience any agitations, any pain, any comparisons. In sleep, there is no rich man sleep, poor man sleep. There is no saint sleep, there is no sinner sleep. So that is what you are. Know that is the compassionate call of all the masters. So this knowledge, whatever gives you, is called Brahma Vidya. Brahma, biggest, glorious. Biggest, glorious. That Vidya, that knowledge, is that which reveals your own real being to you. It's a mirror. That's why it's called Darshana. Darshana is a mirror. It, it reveals yourself to you. This Brahma Vidya has also source books, mainly three. Upanishads of the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutras. These are main source books. Therefore, main is called pra. Their position, prasthana, prasthana, three, trayam, prasthana, trayam. Prasthana, trayam. Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Sutras. These are the three. Here, they say, how did this happen to you? Because you have turned your attention extrovert, so lost sight of your real being, got mixed up. This process is called avidya avarana vikshepa, all constituting superimposition. Avidya, I do not know myself. Why? Avarana, because my thoughts are covered. I have covered. Therefore, vikshepa, duality, plurality. Avidya, avarana, vikshepa together produce a false image which is called adhyasa, superimposition. Superimposition. What is superimposition? Atasmin tad buddhihi. Something which is not there, you assume it to be there, like the snake on the rope. Snake is superimposed on the rope. That's called adhyasa. Ghost is superimposed on the post. That's called adhyasa. Atasmin tad buddhihi. If it is adhyasa, if it is illusion, if it is ignorance, it can only be solved by knowledge, not through any action. Ignorance can be removed only by knowledge. So, Upanishad's main purpose is that Yesterday I gave you one meaning. Upa, near, ni definitely, Shad, Gati, Visarana, Avasadana, Visarana. Gati, that which takes you to the goal. Avasadana, loosening your bonds, dependencies. Visarana, destroying your ignorance. This is one meaning of the Upanishad. There is another meaning, very simple meaning. Very simple meaning. Upa, near, ni, down below, shad, sit. Like water flows from higher to lower level, knowledge flows from higher level to lower level, means from the one who is in a high state to the one who is willing to receive. To the one who is willing to receive. He has to have the humility, faith that Shastra and Guru cannot be wrong. This faith is called Shraddha. Without Shraddha, you cannot gain anything. Shraddha is the main thing. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Only one who has Shraddha, you get the jnana. So, the teacher points out, you have the faith, you keep yourself to be ready to receive his flow, that keeping your mind below him is called near, definitely, sit. Near below sit. Near below sit. Near below sit. Near below sit is not physical. If you go to Siddhabari, it's a gallery. The teacher sits on the platform, all students are in a higher state. Because it is a gallery. So, what it means is near, below, sit. You keep your mind to receive the flow from the high pedestal of the Guru. That's called Upanishad. That's called Upanishad. Vedas have three sections. Mantras, formulae. Brahmanas, rituals. Aranyakas, meditative, contemplative texts called Upanishads. So, Vedas have the three. Vedas have all. Material science and the spiritual science. So, mantras, and those mantras, to get results, you need to do rituals. And one who has purified through this process starts contemplating, meditating, that is called Aranyakas. Aranya means forest. Lost in the forest, where in your own self. You isolate yourself. You isolate yourself. So now, these Upanishads have four boundaries, framework. They have a framework. That framework decides the subject. What are the four factors? The framework. Vishaya, subject. Sambandha, the one who is studying relationship with the subject. Adhikari, qualifications of the one who is studying. Prayojana, the benefit. Prayojana, benefit. This is called Anubandha. Bandha means binding. The binding boundaries into which the subject is fitted, like a frame. It's called Anubandha Chatustaya. The one who has to listen, who has to get this knowledge, need to have sadhana chatustaya, the fourfold qualifications: viveka, vairagya, and sixfold well mentally: shama, control of the mind; dhamma, control of the senses; uparama, conservation of the energy controlled of the mind and the senses; titiksha, capacity to endure small pinpricks of life; Shraddha, Shastrasya, Guruvakyasya, Satya Buddhi Avadharana. The faith that Shastras and teacher will always be right. They will not bluff me. Shraddha, Samadhan, quietude of the mind. These are the six qualifications. Shatka Sampatti, sixfold wealth for a student. Teacher, two qualifications. Srotriya Brahmanista. A teacher can be a gnani by the grace of Guru, but he has not studied Shastras. He can only live in that state, but he cannot become a teacher. Somebody is erudite, he can bluff like me, but no experience. He cannot also be a Guru. A Guru need have to be Srotriya and Brahmanista. Srotriya, well versed in Shastras; Brahmanista, established in the self. So, when such a teacher talks to a student, Upanishad, there the self is revealed, the jnana happens. So, the Upanishad, we said, is the one who leads you. Where? Depends upon your adhikaram, the instruments that you use. Your qualification, adhikari, and the instruments that you use. Supposing same Upanishad can be used for material gains. Same Upanishad can be used to gain Pitruloka. Same Upanishad can be gained to get Swargaloka. And you can go to Brahmaloka. There you continue the meditation. Along with Brahmaji, you also get Mukti. This path is called Krama Mukti. Gradual liberation. Gradual liberation. That is, you leave the world, you have enough knowledge, no doubts, but some vasanas are there, some small hitches are there. You will not come back to earth, continue your contemplation in Brahmaloka, then along with him, you also gain liberation. What is Brahmaloka? Brahmaloka is the entire thoughts unmanifest becomes manifest to you through contemplation. A state of contemplation, state of satsang with a guru is called Brahmaloka. Brahma is the total mind intellect. To align yourself with that, continue contemplation, you get Krama Mukti, Jivan Mukti. The teacher says, "Hey, stupid fellow, what are you thinking? You are bound. What are you bound? Body is bound, mind is bound, intellect is bound. They are not you because you see them. The seer has to be different from the seen. You possess them. The possessor has to be different from the possessed. They are your objects. You are the subject. Come on, see what all you can dismiss. Dismiss them through neti, neti. Not this, not this, not this. What is left is you. When a right student hears, immediately he gets the gnana. That's called Jivan Mukti. Living liberation. Living liberation. Our subject matter now is Krama Mukti and Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti cannot be planned, can't be sure, because it needs a highly purified mind intellect. But Krama Mukti, you can plan. Krama Mukti happens when you do your duties, karma, rituals properly, your daily pujas also, and also meditate. Karma plus upasana leads you to Krama Mukti. Mere karma, worldly gains, karma as rituals, Pitraloka, karma with upasana, Brahmaloka, and Jnana, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Mukti, Jivan Mukti. So here, you have control in the higher things over Brahmaloka. Because you can do your duties, rituals, pujas, and contemplate. You are guaranteed of Brahmaloka, Krama Mukti. So, many people who are not confident of Jivan Mukti can take to this. That is what in Kathopanishad, Nachiketas was given 3 boons. And he asked first boon, charity starts at home. My father should be happy. When I go back, he should recognize me, forget all the unpleasant thing that happened. Charity starts at home. Then he said, society, lot of people are suffering, poor fellows. They are not fit for the gnana. At least give them something where through they can evolve. That's Krama Mukti, second boon in the Kathopanishad. Karma, Laukika karma, worldly karma, Vaidika karma, karmas of the Vedas, rituals, that can take you to Pitraloka, Swargaloka, or Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka only if you do with upasana, karma plus upasana. Karma plus upasana is Brahmaloka. Now, our Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, is something extraordinary. The moment I read it, what I wrote there, I will read it out to you. The way in which this Bhashya has been given, easy to understand, interesting to read, elaborate, shows large heart and love of Sri Shankara to humanity. I bow down to that Mahatma in all reverence, more for his love than his knowledge. I bow down to that Mahatma more for his love than his knowledge. This is not only Bhashya, the very text is written like that. Text is written, same thing beautifully given to us by Sri Shankara. More interesting is the one who translated Madhavananda also gives the same effect. English translation. We are fortunate to have this book Shankara Bhashya and Madhavananda's commentary. Any commentary of Shankara without a teacher you cannot understand. But Brudaranyaka, you read it, mostly you will understand. Some places you can't understand. Where you can't understand, you don't need it. Let me explain. Our doctor will say yes or no because I am going to refer to your doctor's example. A professor is taking his students, rounds the wards. He goes to a patient. Did you sleep well? Did you eat well? Have you passed motions properly? How is the pain? And depending on the answers, he says, give him these medicines. Turns to the students and talks in technical language. This technical language, the patient need not understand. Need not understand. It's meant for the students. Patient medicine is enough. Similarly, where you cannot understand Bhashya is Shankara's opposition to the other schools of thoughts. What are the other schools? Sankhya, who believe in 24 tattvas. Then Vaiseshika, who believe in gunas, Nyaya Vaiseshika. And then Purva Mimamsa, rituals, Uttara Mimamsa, Vedanta. Then along with that, Bauddha Matam, Jaina Matam, all these people, Shankara has to give answers to their doubts. Their doubts are raised by Shankara himself. When he raises the doubt, he becomes Purvapakshi. Purvapakshi. When he answers, he becomes the Siddhanti. So, the portion you don't understand in English commentary or answer to the other schools of thought, you don't have to be interested. You are interested in your problem, like the patient. What you need, you can understand. That's enough. Don't worry what you can't understand. What you can't understand, you don't need. This sentence, I heard it from Guruji also, in some other context. What you don't understand, you don't need. Venkatji, is that example correct? You know, doctor. Thank you. You have a doubt, is it? No, okay.
No, I just said correct.
G?
I just said correct.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, these are the lokas. And what is upasana? Nikrusta vastuni utkrusta darshanam. In an inferior object, see a higher ideal. You brought a stone, put chandan, kumkum, and said this is Ganesha. After that, do you see Ganesha in that or stone in that? A stone you brought, you put chandan, vibhuti, and say Ganesha. After that, you see Ganesha only in that. It's a stone only, but you will see Ganesha only. A piece of cloth with 3 colors becomes the national flag. You cannot say it's only a cloth and I will stamp on that. Then you will be stamped by many. Right? Your father's picture, photo. You reverently every day prostrate to that. So, on an inferior object, superimposition of a higher ideal is called upasana. It's called upasana. Tomorrow I will give the definition in how many ways you can do this thing, like shaili on a stone, like daru on a wood, lepanam, lekyam on a picture, lepanam pasting, right? These are these are the various 8 types of upasya vastu. Upasana, English meaning upa near, asana seat. That is, you lift yourself to that ideal through this idol. That is called meditation. This is again, different people do upasana on the same things for their different needs. Somebody wants money, Lakshmi. Somebody who wants some powers, Munishwar, or somebody else. Somebody wants devotion, Krishna, Rama, Ganesha, etc. So this upasana is rituals, puja you do, your duties, daily duties you do, and along with that meditate, you are guaranteed of no rebirth and gradual liberation. That is the subject matter. Apparently in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, people get cheated. You know why? That's why they leave. Not many have studied Brihadaranyaka. Not many teach also. They say, it's all rituals, it's all symbolism, boring. You do not know the heart of the person who wrote it. He will explain to you each upasana, this palan, this results it will give you, and finally say, what is the use of it? It is still finite. So he elaborately explained to you Ashwamedha Yaga. And then he says, why you need it? It's cumbersome, yet finite. So everywhere it talks of different subjects. Ashwamedha, Yaga, then on with form, without form, Murtam, Amurtam, then senses and sense objects, Annam and Atti, food and the eater, senses and objects, Graha, Atigraha, various examples he takes and explains them in detail. Agni, Vayu, not for you to get into that upasana. He will elaborately explain, say these results you will get, but they are finite. Why do you need it? That you people miss, that beauty. Like the famous example which comes more than once in Bhagavatam, Taror Mule, okay, Sinchanam, that is, you sprinkle water on the roots of the tree. If you sprinkle water on the roots of the tree, it goes through the trunk, reaches the leaves. Every part of the tree gets. If you say this is not important, flowers are important, leaves are important, I water to them, tree will die. That is what our great Yajnavalkya says. If you water the Lord, you will get all these things, what you want through rituals, upasana, you will automatically get. Why you want to struggle? That's the large-heartedness of Sri Yajnavalkya. So, this Upanishad, every stage, it will tell you this is Krama Mukti, but it's, you don't have to waste your energy in this. So, it tells what you are seeking is you. And one of the Mahavakyas come in this. Mahavakya, now I will form a sentence, you tell me. Right? Big circle sever. It was. What is that? Big circle sever. You, no meaning. I have formed a sentence, no meaning. You call a Vakya which has a meaning. Which has a meaning. Means which has a utility. Mahavakya, which gives you the greatest of utility. What is the greatest of utility? Bhagavatam says, Jiva Atma Eka Lakshanam. The oneness of Jiva and Atma. Vastu Advitiyam. Actually, there is no second thing. Tannishta Kaivalya Eka Prayojanam. That path will release you from everything and you alone remain. That is called Kevala. Kevala means alone. Kaivalya, that state, not Tamil Kevala. Right?
Can you repeat that one more time, Uncle? Of the Mahavakya explanation.
Mahavakya Aham Brahmasmi. This definition of the Vedanta in Bhagavatam is Sarva Vedanta Saram. Sarva Vedanta Saram. Jiva Brahma Atma Eka Lakshanam. I may be wrong. You do one thing. You Google.
No, I'll research it.
No, I'll tell you.
I'll research.
I'll make it easy. Google 12, 13, 12. That is 12th Skanda, 13th chapter, 12th verse. 12, 13, 12. Right? So, Jiva Brahmatmaika Lakshanam, Tannishta, that path. Vastu Advaitiyam. Actual, what is there is only one. Vastu Advaitiyam. Tannishta, that path. Kaivalya Eka Prayojanam. Kaivalya in the normal sense, Mukti. But what it means is all other false images drop down, you alone remain. That is the definition of Vedanta. And Bhagavatam is that. Therefore, that defines like that. Sarva Vedanta Saram. Jiva Brahma Atma Eka Lakshanam. Vastu Advitiyam. Tannishta Kaivalya Eka Prayojanam. So, this Jiva Brahma Ekatvam, to show that you are that Brahman, that is called a Mahavakya. That's called a Mahavakya. There cannot be anything greater than that. You are thinking you are a beggar. Shastra says you are not a beggar. You are that Brahman. So, that sentence is called Mahavakya. There are many Mahavakyas which show the oneness of Jiva and Brahman, but four are mainly taken from four Vedas. Prajnanam Brahma, consciousness is Brahman, is taken from Atharvana Veda, Rig Veda in Aitreya Upanishad. Prajnanam Brahma, Rig Veda, Aitreya. Consciousness is Brahman. This is called Nirukti, definition. This is called definition. So how do you know? I know that consciousness. I am Atma Brahman. The core of everything, that is Brahman. I am Atma. This essential essence in all, this soul, this Atma, that is Brahman. I am Atma Brahman. Second, from Atharvana Veda, Mandukya Upanishad. Then, okay, How? I can't find it out. No, you are that Tattvamasi. You are that Tattvamasi. Chandogya Upanishad, Samaveda. And you meditate Yajurveda and you say, yes, I am that Aham Brahmasmi. First is called Nirdesha Vakya, definition. Second is called Anusandhana Vakya, bridge, meditation. I am Atma Brahma. Third is called Upadesha Vakya, that which teaches you. Fourth is called Anubhava Vakya, that which gives you the experience. Anubhava Vakya. Okay. Yeah.
One second. I just have somebody at the door. Let me get this.
I'm not able to hear. Network is a problem. Unstable network. Venkat? Hello?
He said there's somebody at the door. He's gone to attend to the answer at the door. I think somebody rang his doorbell. So he's
Huh?
gone. Somebody rang the doorbell in Mr. Venkat's house. So he has gone to attend to that. He said he'll be back. So that's why he turned off the camera.
He's a doctor. He will get emergency calls. Yes.
No, yeah, no, I'm good, uncle. No, I just had the question. Prajnanam Brahma is Rig Veda, Aitreya Upanishad, and this is a Nirukti, it's a definition. So Nirukti Vacha. I am Atma Brahma is a Anusandhana Vakya, Mandakya Upanishad, and is it what
Atharvana Veda. Atharvana Veda.
Atharvana Veda, okay. Okay, Tattvamasi is Upadesha Vakya.
Samaveda.
Samaveda, what Upanishad, uncle?
Aham Brahmasmi.
Tattvamasi is
Anubhava Vakya
from,
from Yajurveda. Right?
No, Tattvamasi was Chandogya, you said.
Pardon?
Tattvamasi, that is Chandogya Upanishad. Correct?
That the what? Whatever you are searching is yourself. That is
Yeah.
Upadesha Vakya. Right?
Upadesh.
From
Correct, correct.
Samaveda. Right? So our textbook is Yajnavalkya's Yajurveda, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And here he starts with Upasana. What is the Upasana? Ashwa. I told you that day, it's 3 sections. Upadesha, that is Shruti. Upapatti, Yukti, logic. Then Upasana, Anubhava, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. First, this thing is called Madhukanda. Second thing is called Munikanda. Third is called Kilakanda. This you can read it in that book, you will get it. They're not important, but I don't want anything untold what I know to you. That's all. They're not important. Okay. Madhukanda, Munikanda, Kilakanda. So in the Madhukanda, the very first thing he starts is Upasana, horse. Why does he start with a horse? Yajnavalkya. There is a story. No, first before I go to the story, he starts because Upanishad is Gati, goal. Horse takes you to the goal. Horse takes you to the goal. Right? And horse takes different people to different goals. There are different horses also, varieties. Pony and all that. Right? There are 4 varieties. Different horses take different people. Human beings, Gandharvas, Suras, and Devas, and Jnanis. Different people, different horses take. Therefore, he has chosen Ashwa. There is a greater meaning to that, which is not said anywhere, but it occurred to me. The story of Yajnavalkya was, he studied under Vaishampayana, and Vaishampayana did some Brahmahatya or something like that. His students were doing Prayaschitta puja or something like that. This man said, "Tat, what these people don't know. I will do it for you." Vaishampayana got upset with his arrogance and said, "Come on, vomit what all I told you." He vomited, and the other students became titiri birds and collected that vomit. That is Taittiriya Upanishad. Right? That's
That is
also Ji?
what was that?
Taittiriya Upanishad. Titiri
Taittiriya.
birds they became. Right? Titiri birds. Taittiriya Upanishad. Then he went to Surya Bhagavan because he has given up all the knowledge and prayed to Surya Bhagavan. Surya Bhagavan came in the form of a horse and gave him the Upadesha. Surya Bhagavan is considered Hiranyagarbha, the direct manifestation of God, like Krishna, Rama, Brahma, all that. Surya Bhagavan is called the first manifestation, Hiranyagarbha. That is the topic, Upasana Hiranyagarbha. And Surya Bhagavan came in the form of a horse. Therefore, it is Guru Bhakti that makes him take the example of a horse, because horse leads you to Gati. And his Guru comes in the form of a horse. Right? And also, why Ashwa? Shwa tomorrow. Ashwa, that which doesn't stay, tomorrow the same. Ashwatha tree, in 15th chapter. Same thing, Ashwa. It changes. Hiranyagarbha also changes, because the entire horse you will see is time and space. Whole body is 1 year, that is time. In the front is dawn, in the back is dusk. That means the entire horse is only time. That is Hiranyagarbha, that is Virata. So entire creation is nothing but time and space, which today the scientists say, our masters have said it long back. So that is why Ashwa he has taken. The all the Upanishads, in fact, even by creation, Upanishads. Why? Because when you understand creation, logically creation cannot be real. Because who created that finite? Who created that finite? It is called logical regress, anavastha dosha. You cannot pinpoint at the origin. That means it's not true. Anavastha dosha. So there cannot be a creation, there is infinite. Infinite cannot be created, it only is seen differently. So when you know Srishti is only this much, all our problems belong to the Srishti, then you know you have no problems. That is why they deal with the Srishti, every this thing. That is why masters, especially our Gurudev says, in Upanishads, problems are not solved, problems are dissolved. The very problem is dissolved in the knowledge that there is no creation. There is no creation. That's called Srishti. Right? And now I shall start the text. Om. Ushava Ashwasya Medhyasya Shiraha. This horse fit for sacrifice. Its head is Usha, dawn. Usha, dawn. Horse is Hiranyagarbha, Virat. That is, entire creation is brought to a single point. A single point. All creation is brought into the body of the horse. Then you withdraw from the body, from the horse. What happens? Horse dissolves in you. You alone remain consciousness. You have completely brought all plurality to one location, and then you withdraw. That entire plurality in the horse drops, your consciousness alone remains. That is the meditation. In the horse, there are other upasanas. He says a beautiful thing. Different gods, you give different sacrifices. Goat and all that. But Hiranyagarbha Upasana, that sacrifice is done to the self. Others are done to gods. Because gods, when prana pratishtha is done, they need food. That's why every temple bali. If you don't give, they are hungry when prana pratishtha is done. They will swallow you. So other gods you give balis. But for the self, this ashwa, this complete names and forms, you sacrifice to the self. Two types of sacrifices. One to gods, one to the self. One to gods and one to the self. Right. And I said, this all time, complete horse represents Hiranyagarbha, total mind, also Virata, the gross form of Hiranyagarbha, all bodies, all individualities. Virata, Prajapati, also Brahma, Hiranyagarbha, because he is the creator. Prajapati, Hiranyagarbha, Virat, Viraj, all are same with different intensity of subtleness and grossness. Up to the point of Virat, while they are doing their duties, they never forget they are Brahman. They are not caught. But after that, we are caught. They remember that we are Brahman. They don't forget. Whereas we are caught. And Hiranyagarbha is what? Death and hunger. The very creator is what? Death. Very first thing God created was death and hunger. Why? When you start a creation, without the death of the previous condition, there cannot be birth of a new condition. So creation starts with death. Bhagavan Brahman himself loses his Brahmanhood, becomes a Brahmaji. Becomes a Brahmaji. So creation starts with death. Creation has to maintain. So maintenance through food. So if you want to grow more food, you need hunger. So Hiranyagarbha is death and hunger. Is death and hunger. Hiranyagarbha. That's the highest you can get through rituals and upasana. Our Yajnavalkya says, do you want this? Do you want to be death and hunger? Why don't you go to Brahmanhood? Understand? We will see next week, further this thing. I promise you, next week I start off the text straight away because I have given enough introduction. Next week I start the text, right? And I will take maximum 14 classes. 14 classes to finish Brudaranaka, right? And once you are thorough with Brudaranaka, you won't have any doubt on any text on Vedanta. If you complete Brudaranaka, you won't have any doubt of any text on Vedanta. We will do that. 14 hours you have to spare. Next class, our doctor will tell us, he will send a message. I will pass on the message to all of you. When is the next class? That is number one. Number two, the subject I have dealt last two classes is terse, is little difficult, technical. So if you have any doubts, message me. I will try to confuse you more. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. To all, bless you all.
ॐ श्री